Radio Free America. This is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I've got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the walls. The chair is against the walls. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, this is your song.
I guess we should figure out before the show who's going to do it. So welcome to our Daily Gun Show. We come to you live every night at midnight Eastern for about an hour each night. We talk about gun stuff on the YouTubes and over on the gun channels. We do this as an effort in the new media. So we're not just trying to do a radio show on the internet or get famous or rich or anything. Well, I guess we could handle being rich. But we're really trying to keep a conversation about guns happening every night. So we've got hosts. We got Angelina jumping in from California. Thanks for joining.
Ahoy there, mateys.
Then we have Bob jumping in from Canada.
Howdy. But on that point of wanting to get rich, no, not me, man. I want to stay dirt poor the rest of my life.
You heard him. So if you want to piss Bob off, throw a bunch of money in our Patreon. And then we got Smeggy jumping in from Michigan.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
I'm down here in Tucson, and we have a couple other hosts who intermittently join in. Every once in a while, we have a surprise guest host. You never know. And we're on episode number 533. 533. So today's Entertainment Wednesday. We do our hashtag Daily Gun Show Showdown, where we judge pictures on Instagram. We also do entertainment-like topics as well as our normal stuff. Do we want to take a break at the beginning, talk about anything that happened throughout the day on one of our warm-up shows or out in the real life?
Well, what happened? Did anyone catch any earlier shows?
Yeah, the earlier shows were all talking about the bomber that blew himself up, the serial bomber, and where the hell was that? Maryland?
Texas,
yeah. Yeah, anyway, he's blew himself up. They still haven't caught his accomplice. They think he might have an accomplice. But anyway, so good thing. He's the police say they've found all the bombs, they think. And so they just said don't open any suspicious packages. Other than that, all's good. Good thing. So
Say not all the shows were talking about that though. Clover had a pretty good one about airsoft, BB guns, and like air rifle on his show that's aimed more towards kids. So we got into a little bit of like training and teaching and all that kind of stuff. Kind of the difference between all of them. I thought it was pretty good.
yeah, I think those can be used to train kids, or at least they're a lot more acceptable than most parents, right? And kids can be taught all the basic firearms rules with those guns, as long as they're not playing airsoft against each other. Then it kind of becomes a little tougher.
Yeah, well, we touched on some of that stuff as well. So, but other than that, I don't know of anything else that really was going on today.
Oh, I remember that earlier today I was in a live chat with this girl and this dude from Michigan, and we discussed places to go in California. That happened today.
I completely forgot we did that today.
Well, that was pretty fun.
I remember thinking, gee, why wasn't I invited to that? But then I thought, oh, they're just being like, you know.
You hate California. You said you hate California.
I do hate California, yes. I can't help it. It's just in my nature.
It's a magical land, Bob.
It's a magical cesspool.
So anyway, we're talking about some places to visit. That was productive. I think we found a couple of more museums, and that one place with the giant artillery bunkers or whatever, like the concrete foundations to the giant artillery cannons, I guess. I don't know what they were, but they used to have them back in World War II. Those things are there, and it looks like you can drive up to them. I still haven't figured out if you have to like go onto a fort or a base or something to get to them. But and then what was it? A police museum It's kind of interesting. And then I think there was some other the Leatherneck Museum down by San Diego. Well, some other things. Also some gun shops.
I thought you were gonna reenact that Pretty Woman scene in Beverly Hills.
What's that? Which scene is that? Or the
The
prostitute?
one where they won't help her because she looks like a hooker. And
I
then
thought you were
she
gonna
grabs
have
all the
like,
bags and she's like, "You could have had this."
I thought you were gonna have like Smeggy give me a ring, and then I'd be like, oh
Oh, like come out of a limo.
no, like that ring in the box. Isn't that movie? And then I'd be like,
I
okay.
think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
Anyway, we've already lived that when we were in San. Smeggy already gave me the. All right, forget about this.
Smeggy.
Anyway,
What happens in L.A. stays in L.A. They say,
that's
Except
what my
for
lawyers keep telling me.
except for the videos that we took about all the factories that we visited. All right, well,
Yeah,
so
that's pretty
that was weird, and that's the hottest beginning we've ever had to show. So it's 5:33, and it's entertainment. So I hope you were entertained by that. You're welcome. You can pay us on the Patreon on your way out. Entertainment Wednesday. What do we want to do today?
Entertainment. I don't know. Entertainment Wednesday.
What
Movies?
are
Any
some
good
of the
movies
things-
coming out with guns?
I talked right over you. What?
Are there any good movies coming out that have guns in them? Like Deadpool, probably. That's one.
Is that coming out again? Another one?
Think so, or I'm making it up.
Yeah, there'll be a second one.
I was going to say to the audience out there, the 27 people, well, minus the 4 of us, so the 23 people out there, of which we have 22 thumbs. Thank you very much for that ratio. What is your favorite entertainment topic that we've done in the last 32 shows? That way we get some interactivity. We'll quiz them, see who's really been paying attention to
Let's see what
532.
they're saying.
It'll take.
So I was always bad at the entertainment segments because it tends to be about, oh, this person was in this movie, is the same one as this person, and I don't know any of that stuff.
I know we've talked about other things besides just movies, though, for sure. When Z was in here all the time, it got kind of movie heavy for sure. But I think everybody enjoyed that. Z's got a lot of info on him and a lot of recall, right? He can remember good stuff about him. But I know me and Bob, when we were doing it alone, we had all kinds of things that weren't really necessarily always guns. Or I mean, always guns, I guess. They weren't always movies.
Yeah.
So,
TV.
Michael Camp says favorite entertainment topic was guns used in movies.
Well, Matt just did a top 5 thing earlier today that was like sci-fi guns or something.
Top 5 sci-fi guns.
Oh, yeah, but those aren't real, right? I mean, it's not too bad when you can go and point out, oh, yeah, the Star Wars blasters were based on Mauser 96s and that kind of thing, right? But most like sci-fi guns, when they get really crazy and stupid, they're just plastic things. I like a real gun in a movie. I mean, I want to see, a real
All right.
steel and wood.
Are we doing what guns Bob's likes in sci-fi movies, or
I thought that's what we were doing.
who
No.
he cares about sci-fi? So we got one anti-sci-fi movie.
I'm anti-plastic. Everybody knows that.
So we did ask, though, what's people's favorite past topic for the entertainment, or maybe an interesting one or something that I know a couple of them. I guess I can't think of the specific topic, but I can think of a couple of times where we had topics in there, and I thought they would just sit there like a lead balloon, and they ended up being pretty interesting.
I think the guns used in movies. Oh, here's one. Top historical movies with guns.
That's right up there with top movies with historical guns.
Mm-hmm.
So I just made a video about a movie with guns, except it's a movie about guns, and it's the one we found yesterday, I think. I don't know when we found it. I found it live, I think, in maybe a cave. And it was on Amazon, and it's called Armed America or something. It's on the Amazon, and it's new. And it's like, it says it's about the American gun industry, but it's really more of a history of the firearms in the United States and the invention of firearms in the United States, the inventors. Really, really cool movie though. Very, very fun to watch and
Is
all
it,
nerd.
so I haven't seen it yet. I added it to my watch list when we discovered that the other day. Is it like a documentary or is it like a story
Definitely a
that
documentary. It's very much like watching Tales of the Gun or maybe Modern Marvels, but more like Tales of the Gun back in the day. It's just a run through of like the starting from zero in the United States, at least, all the different firearms inventors and inventions. Pretty good.
but it actually holds your interest? Because some documentaries, even if you like the topic, can be very dry.
Well, it held my interest, I guess. Yeah, it could be dry if you're not into the history of the evolution of the various mechanisms and the actions and the rifles.
I mean, if you're not really interested in guns, a lot of gun documentaries will probably be dry to you and stuff. But if you actually have a real love and an understanding of the mechanism, the importance of firearms to the Second Amendment and the whole American way of life, then probably you wouldn't be bored. But I mean, yeah, I guess they could be a little dry to some people who didn't have a real.
Well, I guess I say that because I was curious. There was a documentary about Tesla, which I love Tesla, and this documentary was one of the worst things I've seen. So that's where I say you can still love the topic, but if the thing's not done well, then that's kind of what I was getting to. But it sounds like it was done pretty good. So as long as you enjoyed the topic, it should be entertaining. So I'll check that out eventually. And maybe we can bring it back as a movie of the day once I've actually seen it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. You really should watch it, Smeggy.
I plan to, just haven't yet. I just found out about it less than 12 hours ago. Or 24 hours ago.
And you still haven't seen it? Oh.
Yes.
Any other entertainment topics? We keep talking about different movie ones. Maybe we
Like
should
songs with guns?
Yeah, I only have one computer right now, so I can't watch other screens. Sucks.
I can teach you a trick about that, Bob, but that's okay. Called making a tab, but that's all right. You don't have to. But I'd kind of be interested in other entertainment medias, like or mediums, whatever. I don't know, whatever. Like books and magazines and things like that. Like you can have all that kind of stuff that's also entertainment.
Oh, for sure. We should do one on coffee table books sometime. And some neat ones.
I know of one really good coffee table book.
What's that?
It's about AK bayonets.
Yeah, I'd say that's a coffee table book to some extent. It doesn't have the best pictures, but definitely has a lot of info. It's actually it's part of a collector's guide. You can there's some of the Polish books actually are way better with pictures, and since you can't read anything anyway, it's all in Polish. They're little tiny blurbs. It's like 80% pictures on each page. That would be.
So you're telling me I should take this book off my coffee table?
No.
Oh.
What material are the legs on the book made out of?
Styrofoam.
Oh, see, I wouldn't buy one of those. No. If you're gonna get a proper coffee table book, it should actually have wooden legs.
Yeah, but this way I can drop it off the side of my boat and it will float.
Well,
All right, well.
But anyways, yeah, we're going down the rabbit hole on this one.
All right, well, the next topic is the one that I think everyone looks forward to all day, or all weekend, I should say. The showdown. But before that, member of the day. Pick a random person participating on the YouTubes.
How about Tardot?
We picked Tardot. Got it a couple days ago.
Tardot was not that long ago. Let's get somebody new.
Screw Tardot.
Yeah, has there been anybody new watching, or just all the same old, same old?
Let's see.
The same loyal fans that we love and respect.
Maybe Too Hottie. I've been seeing him around in the Daily Gun Show more, so.
Yes, if you want to. I guess, sure. That's
all right, Too Hottie, you're the tactical member of the day.
There you go. Angelina picked you.
Yeah, I
yeah.
like Too Hottie. I like what he's doing on the Instagrams. He's reposting cool stuff, and he jumps into live chats every once in a while, and he seems to be up late at night. It's always welcome to come on over to the Smeggy Cave. But yeah, good guy. Somewhere northwest.
Member of the day music.
Member of the day.
Too true. Too Hottie's a good dude. Does some really cool hot rod pictures too. Check those out.
Hot rod pictures? What are you talking about? On his Instagram?
No.
I've seen any Instagram pictures.
No, on his photo album, when you go to his house, he shows you cool hot rod pictures. Apparently only Bob's seen them.
The scrapbooks.
Just because he's not friends with you guys.
All right, well, let's head over to the Grams.
Oh, snap. I have to go over here.
Ooh, what do we got on the Grams? Anything new?
Yeah, lock on.
Anything new?
Let's just say 2150. I don't know how many we had last week.
2150. Do we have the number in there from last week? Oh, we probably have it on the other page. The old schedule. So I'll put this one in here. So 2092?
It won't scroll down for me.
2092 it looks like last week.
Look at that, Mr. Peanut.
All right, so shout out when we've seen before.
Actually, once you get to the grumpy dog, that's about where it is.
I think that's it. Those pies, for sure, those pies.
Okay.
Because the grumpy dog was when it was told that it did not win the Daily Gun Show. So that was just after last week's.
Right on. So here you go with a 75 round? I don't know what that is. 240s? An 80 round maybe?
That seems a little impractical for some reason. Not sure why I think that.
Why. It just does. Yeah.
We got one from Marco, reposted Clover Tack. Right on. How many views did he get on that one? 800. Pretty good. Another one from Clover. Let's see the tribal one. Ghost with his poker chip / challenge.
Those are pretty darn cool. I like the poker chips.
Another one with Russ and the.
I like those.
Another one from Russ.
Oh, I think I might like that one.
Uh-oh, that goat's going to be in trouble.
Looking down dog buddies next to his pants. There's our governor. Day after student protesters stormed his office, demanding action on gun control, our idiot governor plans to roll out legislation.
Pussy.
So what happens if you do the opposite and demand he doesn't?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think if a bunch of gun owners stormed his office, they would call it a riot.
So he was asking what this U word meant on the upper there. I don't know if he got an answer to that. Stupid Comics Facebook edition. Is this a video?
I don't know.
I think he's just saying no one cares about people on Facebook commenting.
Oh, okay.
And no one cares about your feelings.
Lockjaw's Ranger. Is this moss on here? Or is that just maybe it's got a green transparent roof?
Yeah, because look how green the chair looks on top compared to like the back.
Yeah, but the chair might be mossy too.
Just on the top.
Nice done, Photoshop.
We got another dog here. Bubba looking dog. That looks like Bubba.
Oh.
None of you people know Bubba. There's Too Hottie. We just featured as our member of the day. Reposting Moon, who we haven't ever featured as a member of the day.
Oh, we have to, haven't we?
I think we have quite a few times, yeah. That's the one.
What are those weird red-looking bullets?
Yeah, those look like super powered bullets.
I'm pretty sure these are cartridges. Confirmation needed.
Oh, okay.
Another one. Ooh, nice windbreaker with the murdered out windbreaker. I didn't know you could do that option. Fire lock with a suppressed 47. 74.
Eh.
Oh, you don't like a little 1022 pistol with a brace?
No, I don't. I think it's stupid.
There you go. You might just get recognized as the best picture on the Instagrams, or you're stupid.
No, I think that whole idea of putting a
That's
brace
pretty
on
neat.
a 1022 Charger is just silly. Why not just put a stock on it? Oh, right, you can't do that. Oh, yes. Okay, well, it's not
You
stupid.
know, you're getting
Yeah.
real cocky with you have one law that is better than America, and we've heard about it for a month straight. Ooh, you can have an SBR. Whoop-de-doo. We still are way better than you on gun rights.
We can have an SBS too.
This is a little Rottweiler puppy and a green gun.
Oh, look at the pretty puppy, though. He is so cute.
They're definitely. I mean, did you notice the comment that Moon said too? Is like, this is the only chance of winning the Daily Gun showdown. So
Definitely a chance there. Definitely a possibility.
He knows
If
what's up.
Clever use of the watermark. The only thing I'm concerned about is this anti-bark collar. Instead of putting a shock collar on, you ever think about rubbing that dog's belly?
Yeah, well, I put a
You
shot.
know what? I think I was gonna pick that, but now I don't want to pick that.
I'm still gonna pick it because I don't have a problem with shock collars.
We got some horsies from Russ.
They're really good for kids too until they figure out you can't do that.
That's a nice one.
yeah, I like that one.
And it's orange. Did not use the hashtag orange life yet.
Did not use the hashtag, so minus a few points.
Nice. I kind of like that.
I could see Angelina wearing this shirt though.
Yeah, I probably like that shirt.
Another one from Chris. There's no background, and it's a purple rock. So I feel like Dano's saying photoshopped. What do you think of this one? It's from our friend Jimmy.
Oh, Portillo's.
He didn't feel like showing up for the show or anything, but he did put I don't know what this is. I guess it's ice cream.
That's disgusting looking.
It doesn't look like that much ice cream is the thing. It looks like a little bit of ice cream, and for some reason it's not in a scoop. And then I guess that's on Eggos.
Ugh.
Oh, I like that patch.
This patch or this patch?
The 4D patch. I also like the 2A History Project patch.
Another poker chip going out. Another one from Chris. Now we see some sky. Oh, repost.
Oh, a giant patch.
Does it cost a lot of money to get one that's like 12 inches by 8 inches like that?
I don't know, but I'm thinking about it now.
Velcro placemats. Clover Tech sending some stuff out. 3 per tattoo.
Tattoos.
What's all this about? Maple brown sugar with bacon oatmeal?
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah. You've just ruined bacon with gross oatmeal.
You seen this person that does, or the people, there's a channel that does whittling out of pencil leads. This is
Oh
one of-
wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one of the first ones I saw back in the day. They do a whole bunch of neat ones.
That's neat.
You know, I glanced at it and was like, "What's up with their hand guards? Like, what a bunch of like,
Big
really
unit.
rough wood."
Oh, Clover Tech putting out one of the sticker collaboration looking thing. Roll call, little gummy things, I guess. That one's for Bob. Too hotty again, reposting. F Trump and the NRA he wrote in on. Wonder how those icons are doing for him, or these thumbnails are doing for him. They say they like faces in them. I wonder if the cartoon faces do as good as regular faces. EDC.
Glock perfection. Isn't that true?
What a shitty, blurry picture of some kind of.
I know, isn't that terrible?
I don't know what it is, but it's definitely a hand.
Don't blame me. Blame iPhones.
Steve,
I
yeah,
mean, my
iPhones are
iPhone's
not known for, taking pictures. Like, no one can get a good picture with an iPhone.
No, they're terrible.
Always a struggle. And it's so difficult because the couch was moving and the gun was moving. Got Lockjaw? No, I think this one's been on before. What's going on here?
I
February.
think you're back into the popular or whatever.
They're like Bob jammed that one in there too. So what's going on here? So I guess this is going this way. So
mine ended with Dano's reloading picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, see, we do have the reloading pictures up here. Dano's going to be out there having a fit because his reloading pictures ain't in it. For some reason, they're in the top because he rigged the system somehow.
Yeah.
Not on mine, they're not.
Pictures of bullets, those are never going to win, right? There's no dog in them.
What is this even about? Like, here's an incomplete round, and here it is after I smushed it.
Yeah. Oh, there's one before I squished it, and there's one after I squished it. Now it's a bullet.
So we got Lockjaw with one of the what's this gun nut patch that he came up with in a match chat one night. Have you been watching Dog Body's trick shot videos?
Nah.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of them. He's pretty dang good at playing the pool.
Yeah, you can get really good at doing that shit.
Throwing the obvious gang affiliation out there.
Yeah. Well, we all know
how we know Dano
runs with, right?
He's a blood.
Blood.
See who I run with, right? That's me, man. My welding helmet for running around during the riots.
Not looking at your welding helmet. We're here to congratulate people who post good pictures on the Instagram. So let's get back.
I'm gonna pick the black dog, the all black dog.
Oh, okay. We're talking about the Bubba dog down here.
I'm picking the Rottweiler. I'm the Rottweiler puppy.
Dog with no gun at all in it, but a humane collar attachment, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think he's got like a vest on him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a very stylish dog.
Bob?
I'm going with the Rottweiler puppy and the pistol.
The original from the autoloader.
Not the one, not the repost, of course.
Then we got Smeggy.
Oh, I'm torn. I really like the pencil, but the fact that that's like he just grabbed the picture from somewhere, like someone else made it.
Super old. It's not new. It's super old.
Yeah. So I think that's really cool, but I think the person posting the picture of it doesn't necessarily get credit. So, you know what? I'm gonna go with Moon's picture as well.
With this Rottweiler puppy in the green.
Yeah. Even though, I mean, a CZ would have made that picture way better.
Now, here's
look at the puppy. You just have to look at the puppy and go, oh, I love that puppy. I just want to cuddle with that puppy. The black dog looks happy. That dog looks like it needs cuddles.
This is the only problem I have with this picture is that I met Moon and he didn't bring this puppy with him. So what's up with that? But otherwise, I'm voting for this puppy also.
Probably he was worried you would just kidnap the puppy.
No, but anyway.
Well, you have a reputation for hanging out with people who apparently steal puppies.
All right, so there you go. You want to win the Daily Gun Show Tactical Pop Quiz? Then, or wait, no, this isn't the Tactical Pop Quiz. What the hell is this? This is the hashtag Daily Gun Show Showdown. Then there looks like there might be some ways to rig the system. So I guess we'll let Moon know that he won it.
Plus, he had a gun in it as well as the puppy. It is a tactical.
Oh, they're yelling at us to read the caption that's not his dog or something.
He still could have brought it for G-Webs to kill.
Dog exploitation. So he's saying it's not his dog? Underdog winning
something. I don't know. They're yelling at us for
big showdown
stuff, and I don't read stuff.
Yeah, well, we didn't say nothing about the hashtag when you read your comments or nothing. It's about the picture, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's not his dog. It's his dog. He could have brought it with him so G-Webs could have kidnapped it. Because that dog is so cute, and I want him to meet Charlie because him and Charlie get along great.
My whole life it's figured out for this little dog.
My dog needs a big dog friend to play with. Right?
But just in case everyone, I mean, obviously, yeah, dogs get extra credit, as well as we know that, you know, like donuts get extra credit, gear website patches get extra credit, but you can still take a really like artistically stunning picture and that can still win. It has happened. They've
Yes,
beaten dogs with patches before even.
Yeah, they've beaten dogs with patches, so. Yeah, you just, if you want to game the system, though, for sure, put a dog in it, a gun in it, a gun website's patch. You know, make sure it has a humane collar on it, not a bark collar or anything like that.
Dude, why are you giving them all the secrets? I was just mentioning that.
Well, I'm just telling them everything that they want to game
formula.
the system, go for it. But you know what? It's not always going to work. We're still gonna
Okay, wait. I just want to interject and say, Cycle Camp. I am a cat fan as well, so if you have a cat, you can also use that. And Dano, I did not mock your gun. I just said you were in the Bloods.
Correct. With this obvious gang throwdown there, it's hard to miss it.
And what caliber was that gun Dano had in that? I didn't even notice. I was just like, oh god, it's a gang thing. A what?
It was his fucking problem solver. His Glock.
Oh, 9mm?
It's his Glock 40.
Oh, it's 40. Oh, okay.
His Glock he got on the streets.
No, Glock 40.
Right. The one he took out the gangbanger and then started cleaning up the streets of Detroit. I saw that documentary.
Oh my goodness. All right. So
then.
I think we can sneak into some gun history. We still got the time.
Gun history.
Indians attack a group of colonists in the James River area of Virginia, killing 350 residents in 1622. Because of that, in 1630, the first legislation prohibiting gambling was enacted in Boston. Just 114 years later, William Frederick abolished serfdom on crown property in Prussia. None of these are interesting, are they? Not even close.
Unless you were one of the serfs that were, you're free now. What?
A German Zeppelin?
Me.
Like night raid on Paris? Boring. Persia was renamed Iran in 1935 today. The first U.S. rocket to leave the Earth's atmosphere reaches a 50-mile height today in 1946.
And isn't it amazing? Now you can do it with model rockets.
The 1990, a jury in Anchorage, Alaska, finds the captain not guilty in the Valdez oil spill. I didn't know that. I thought the guy was drunk and he was in trouble. I thought he was the one who caused it.
No, his first mate was in charge. He had the night off, so.
Oh. Well, nothing interesting for guns, and I don't think we have anything on the gun side. Like I said, there seems to be like a kind of a big blank spot here in the calendar. So if anybody knows of any cool guns history stuff, let us know so I can fill up the website gun calendars where we keep all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Hillary Hole was the last one.
Hillary Hole.
Do we have a gun shop of the day? We don't even have one in the list.
Well, what's on are we not looking at the old schedule? Because it looks like we have another leg of the tour.
Is that today already? So that is
10th leg, Oklahoma City and Dodge City.
all right. So I'm not going to open up the website because I'll take a minute. But so we left Oklahoma, headed to Colorado to check out the Dragon Man place, and there's nothing really. There's no direct route, so we decided to kind of jog into Kansas and check out Dodge City, the Boot Hill Museum, and I'm glad I did. It was a pretty neat museum, and I can't imagine going there except for something like that because it's not, there's not a highway going through Dodge City anymore, and they at least aren't going east and west, not really even north and south. So it was kind of cool that it worked out going from Oklahoma to Colorado that I got to kind of cut through there. And it was a pretty cool museum. And I didn't know as much about Boot Hill as I learned. And I mentioned earlier that I watched that show about the development of firearms and invention here in the United States. And a couple of the cutaways or little segments of that show were some expert from Boot Hill, so they went there and filmed some of it. Anyway, that was kind of neat. And then we headed to Dragon Man, which was awesome. Literally the best firearms museum I've ever seen. I don't think I could have imagined something that awesome. And I don't know if I'm actually supposed to be going all the way to Colorado, but we're in Colorado now. So next time we'll pick up heading. I'm just going to finish it today so we can go on to other things. We headed south out of Colorado, went to the Whittingham Center in New Mexico, which Bob and I have driven past that thing like 4 times. We didn't even realize it was right off the side of the highway. I thought it was way further towards Texas, but it was right there by where Bob and I had been driving north and south looking at the Red Dawn stuff. So it's literally right in the middle of where all the Red Dawn stuff was filmed. So it's kind of neat, and checked it out. There's a museum there. We checked out the ranges. We did a bit of a live show from there. It wasn't the podcast, but it was. I was able to go live there for a little bit. Then I headed down to Albuquerque, went to a gun show, met up with our friends from BMC, and then headed home to Tucson. And that was the end of the big leg, the 11,000 mile trip back in 2017.
I kept telling him when we were driving back and forth, I think that looks like a place we should go visit. He kept saying, no, Red Dawn, Red Dawn.
Yeah,
so it's not my fault.
Yeah, Bob is more like, okay, we're almost there. Let's go. Let's go. I don't want to stop. Except for that one time we did stop and ate like dinner or something in the middle of nowhere, Colorado. Bob was tired. That little diner or whatever it was.
It sounds like a road trip with the 2 of you is like kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love going on road trips with me and Bob.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Bob part.
Well, we're gonna know because we just figured out some of it this morning. What am I yawning for? This afternoon, and then be on the road here shortly in days. So we'll have a lot more fun on the road adventures here coming up. Oh, did we even mention that when we finished the podcast this afternoon, we were BSing a little bit, and I checked my email, and we got a reply from the Wanamaker people that promote the gun show, that put the gun show on, and we're going to be working with them this year. So Clover and Ghost did an excellent job last year with their content that they created from the show, and they were impressed. And I let them know that we have more people coming this year, and then it's like a group of us, and they gave us a table, and they gave us electricity, and we're getting press passes. So the people that are showing up from gun channels that'll be going to Tulsa will be able to take full advantage of it and help promote the show, help promote the people that are out there, Second Amendment, and everybody will hopefully have an even more enhanced time than we've had or we anticipated. And then we'll continue to make these events, these meetups, more and more productive and useful for everybody. And hopefully everybody watching will enjoy even more the reach that everybody will have. And I know that when we all get together, we get to nerd out like we do on Thursdays in Clover's show and talk about, programs and softwares and, theories and how do we save files, all the little nerd stuff that just makes doing this kind of stuff easier. So hopefully a bunch of people show up. We'll all exchange ideas on how we do things and programs that we use and techniques and things. And everybody will come away with ability to do better stuff and then, inspiration to do better stuff. And looking forward to how that turns out. So very cool. And it's neat to be working with the promoters, and we'll have a place to kind of hang out and call our own at the show.
Well, and just imagine what an advantage it's going to be in future gun shows to be able to say, well, we did cover Wanaheimer's, and, here's a card or, something that shows our coverage or something like that. And you can say, they worked with it, gave us a table. It just shows other gun shows that, wow, this is the real value they're bringing. So I think it's really something that, this can come about just because, with some people getting together, they can create this ability for web channels, like internet channels, to be able to get access to things that, nobody else seems to really want to cover. So why not? Why shouldn't we if we're interested?
Yeah, and it's something that's not going to cost the promoters a dime. It won't cost anybody in the show a dime. and won't cost, except for getting there, it won't cost the people creating content anything. So hopefully, yeah, it'll be a good workout for everybody. Everybody will win from it.
Plus, you get to see a really cool gun show.
Yep. So what day of the week will you be in Tulsa? What does that mean? Dan is trying to mess with us, I think. So it's obviously a multi-day thing. So he's saying, what day am I arriving? That's operational security. It's ridiculous. Can't believe he's been trying to ask me something like that publicly.
Yeah, you know,
I'll get there at some undisclosed time before the event actually goes live.
He probably wants it to be out there so that he can be shadowing you in case that there's some kind of emergency. He can, you know, be that tactical, you know, hero, right? You know, that's Dano, right? He always wants to be the tactical hero.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, so we'll be getting together and chatting about that with the people heading to Tulsa, and hopefully, again, everybody will be part of this interactivity that we're trying to play with here. So we've got a lot of people showing up. I think we've talked about it plenty of times. I'm not sure if we talked about it on here, but it sounds like people are going to be prepared this time for meeting up in a parking lot. Last time we all had a good time kind of BSing, but it was kind of fatiguing, you know, standing in a parking lot at night. So if everybody's kind of prepared to do I always call it parking lotting, whatever the hell you call it when you sit around lawn chairs in the parking lot. Yeah. If everybody's prepared for that, it should be more comfortable, and we'll have some internet out there, and we'll have a laptop or something going. So again, it's not just a group of 12 people showing up in Tulsa, but a group of 12 people going live on the gun channels and on YouTube to bring everybody who's interested in to be part of it. Same thing like we did in last year at Tulsa and at SHOT Show. When the audience gets to ask questions, now we can go, oh, I forgot about that, or I'll go back tomorrow and ask them about that. So we're all talking about being there a few days. You know, the show is Saturday and Sunday. They set up on Friday. A lot of us are showing up, you know, some undisclosed days earlier, and we'll be visiting like the museum and maybe going shooting. So we'll have time to kind of get our stuff together as a group, and then the show will be the last 2 days that we're all together. So yeah, it should be a pretty fun experience, and hopefully everybody can be part of it this time around. Does anyone know what Wanamaker even means? I think it's the name of the family that runs it. It sounds like the place had been running since the 20s or something. It's been going on for a long time. If you look at the history, actually, I got it right over here. Am I still screen sharing?
Nope.
We can flip this back over. We got a big old yellow website, and somewhere in here it'll say the history of the show, and it said something about where did I find the history of the show? It said that he'd been going there for a long time, and Joe Wanamaker was like the secretary of the club or something. Started out with 100 tables. He's got it up to 4,000 tables. So I think they might call it Wanamaker's, kind of as an homage to the guy who turned it into the largest gun show in the United States.
Now, is it not the largest gun show in the world, though? I mean, if you
possibly, if you call like one of the arms bazaars or something, or maybe some sort of international.
Yeah, if you take out the military arms bazaars, then it's the biggest.
Well, no, but maybe there's some giant like bazaar in like Khyber Pass that happens like once a year, and I bought all the arms dealers.
4,000 tables. I don't think they'd have 4,000 tables. I think it is the biggest in the world. That's my personal opinion, of course. Having been there and gone, my God, 2 days is not enough to see everything.
No, it's not. I don't know why they do it in 2 days, but I guess because the people that show up don't want to be there more than 2 days. It's weird as it's a huge gun show and people will leave halfway through Sunday. Like it's only there for 2 days, but it's because a lot of the people that show up from out of state and who meet up there twice a year do all their business on Thursday and Friday. And they're just there to kind of, see what happens on Friday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday. Anyway, that's more dynamic to the show than anything else. So we'll be heading out on the road, heading out to California, farting around over there like we were talking about on the show earlier today, and then heading out to Dallas to pick up the Old West playing cards, heading up to Tulsa to hang out with everybody from Gun Channels. I think that's all I needed to talk about with that. I guess I should throw a link to the tour. So if anybody wants to participate financially in the tour, throw some gas in the tank. That's always appreciated. But more importantly, or as importantly, really, please share it. Let other people know. If everybody out there let somebody else know who'd be interested, I'd double the scratch and we'd be living on Easy Street, not paying for gas while we're driving. So that'd be great.
Yeah. So shall we wrap this up, or have we left anything out?
Did we do a gun movie? For all that gun movie talking?
No, we didn't do gun movie. We didn't do gun of the day.
It's 9:47, right? So we still got 15 minutes, or are we an hour?
We didn't do what's going on tomorrow. Bob's trying to end it.
He's trying to get capital.
It just seems to be going on a while.
If you want to go to bed, Bob, you can. We'll fill in for you.
I'm fine. I've got another 20 minutes in me, I'm sure.
May or may not be there ahead of time, Dano. Dano's trying to pin me down publicly on what time I'm going to be in Oklahoma. I might not even be in the state. I might parachute in, like right at the beginning of the show. From the roof. You don't know. Maybe I'll be there. Maybe I'm already there. Maybe I'm in the building right now. That's how I know about that we're going to have a table.
Dano wants to know everything weeks and weeks ahead of time so you can plan for every little tactical movement. And swear that's what it is.
He seems like a
something
plant.
that can
He's
be done
like-
not on the
like
Daily
this
Gun
magic.
Show. So what's the gun of the day?
I feel like we're this magic act, and Dano's like our plant in the audience, like asking us. This guy with the black hat, wink, wink, wants to know who his grandfather is or something.
Gun of the day today is the 1903 Colt 32 ACP, and I actually might even have some video. I'm not sure if this will work, but I'm going to try do this. Hang on. Where's this thing? Okay, screen share.
Let's
Share.
show the Forgotten Weapons videos now for the gun of the day. Is that really what's happening?
Okay. Can anybody see that?
We can see that you're seeing us or something.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I got to close that then. Can you see that?
This video are we watching?
I can see,
Well, we saw it for a
just to
moment.
see the video for a second.
Hang on. Okay. Is that better?
I guess because we don't see anything, it's better.
Can you see it?
No, we don't see anything. I see black. Do you see anything?
No, I don't see it. You stop screen sharing, Bob.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I'm doing though. Never mind.
So the gun of the day is some gun you got there? Colt?
Yeah.
I don't like the idea the Colts are up in Canada, but I guess it's legal.
Yeah. No, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, crap. No.
You won't be able to turn that off.
All right. I'll turn that off. But anyway, everybody should know what 32 Colt ACP is. Beautiful little pistol. It's a kind of a crappy caliber, 32 ACP. Could be 380, would be much better. 9mm would be even better, but then you'd get a little bit bigger. So, but as a early pocket pistol from 1903, man, the thing was excellent. I think George S. Patton, actually, General George S. Patton, one of your famous generals, carried one. Just a beautiful, beautiful little gun. They shoot so nice. It's just really that's your early concealed carry ultimate gun. So yeah, that's our gun of the day. And I actually got to play with one, and I've had access to play with one for years, and I just think they're a cool little gun.
I'm putting in 1908, but it's not. What are you talking about? 1903?
Yeah, 1903.
Yeah, I had the wrong one in here. Yeah, not a square thing on it, right? Not a square edge on it.
Nope. All smooth, ergonomic. Just drop it in your pocket, and if you need to, you pull it out and fire your 7 rounds. And it's basically, this is where the 1911 came from. This is like the.
Well, it was interesting that show I was talking about watching today. They talk about how Maxim time traveled and made the Maxim machine gun, which basically is recoil operated. The breech comes back, something happens, and the recoil pushes the bullet out of the chamber and cycles the next one in, right? Where Browning and no one could do recoil operated machine guns because that would be infringing on his patent, right? So Browning comes along, he's out shooting with his brother, as the story goes. He's and he sees the grass blow, as the muzzle blast goes out the front of the gun, and he thinks, oh, what if I could collect some of that gas, some of that energy, and operate the action and make my machine gun? So he does that. He drills a little hole in the barrel. He makes the potato digger, makes a little lever. It takes some of that harnessed gas. The projectile still has as much energy as it needs to be effective. He takes some of that energy, turns it into mechanical leverage, and then operates his action. Now he has his own patent, and he can make money selling a machine gun, the second machine gun on the planet. Uses gas operation instead of recoil. And yeah, he makes the potato digger. He starts making other guns that use similar type operation, and that's where you get semi-autos. So he invented the full auto, and then he started backwards engineering semi-autos out of it. Genius.
Well, I don't know, because if you look at his original design, it was a lever action. It was a semi-auto.
You're talking about the semi-auto thing that he made that used gas to push the...
Well, use a muzzle blast to push a couple of big...
muzzle blast, not a hole with gas in it, or pushing gas.
Exactly. That was his first
attempt at harnessing the gas.
The gas, right? And I saw that in the Browning Museum, and I just went, oh, that's freaking genius. And of course, that's where the idea came from. Well, what if instead of having all this shit out here, I just drill a little hole in the barrel, and then the gas that's going through the barrel, it's all constricted, going to have more power. It's going to push his piston back. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, the guy's mind must have just been...
I'm not sure what part of the design process is. I'm sure it's in there somewhere.
I'm pretty sure Browning oftentimes would be heard in his laboratory going,
You probably went Eureka. But nowadays we go, not Eureka.
I figure out the movies I just watched on stupid Amazon. I just figured it out yesterday, and it took me a long time.
Did you have to go through settings and preference or set up your channel or some crap?
Yep.
It was a big complicated thing.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to go to my YouTube where I made a video about this movie because I did a review of it. Because it's something dumb and I forgot the name of it. That's why I'm having to look it up. Oh, I'm on the wrong channel. Dang it. I'm not going to be able to figure it out. On the other channel. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can figure it out from my list here. This is better than Dead Air, right? No. Arming America. Arming America. It's on Amazon Prime. It's red and white and blue.
Arming America?
Yep.
What's it about?
Wait, we just talked about this in entertainment, right?
Yes. Same movie.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
So that's the movie of the day now?
No. I was just somebody had asked on the YouTube side what the name of the movie was again.
Oh, so you were just like, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. I'm confused.
Yeah, so we're not going to have a movie of the day. We'll just pass that today. We did the gun of the day. Let's do, we did history, so let's do what's going on tomorrow.
What's going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Thursday. The day may or may not start off, technically right after midnight with the Smeggy Cave. I don't know if I'm doing it tonight or not. Give me some feedback if people want to join. But anyways,
Vanessa.
And early watch is going on. That's always a good show. Trying to think. Thursday afternoon. Yeah, there's probably some type of jump in free for all type thing. I know Yankee does a thing, which is either him by himself this week or with G-Webs and Never Enough Ammo. I don't know which week he's on.
We did do it last week, right? I think I'm off this week.
I don't know. And then after that, Clover has his more like technical chat, about whatever, like being a content creator and, more behind the scenes type stuff. God, I know there's some other stuff though.
Oh.
Bad if I'm missing people.
What the fuck was that?
I was just...
Did you think
That
of
was
something
you?
though? That's the sound you make when, You think of something.
First of all, who was that? Was that Bob or you, G-Webs?
Bob.
Yeah. But anyways, because I have a horrible, horrible, horrible memory, then the better thing to do is go to gunchannels.com and look at the main news feed. And when the people are getting ready to go live, or maybe even a little bit before, they should be posting on there saying, hey, check out this thing starting at 8 o'clock or at 7 o'clock or whatever. And then you'll know what's going on. Because I really feel like there's a handful of people that have been doing shows that I don't know when they are. But I know that I've caught them, like, oh, just happened to stumble across them, and they've been really good. And I don't know what days they're on. So,
All right.
anyways, and then we'll finish up with the Daily Gun Show tomorrow at midnight.
Okay.
Might throw a band chat in there. You never know. Things are happening.
Yeah, you never know. There might be a cave snack. I mean, cave snack?
Cave snacks. Hold on.
Hang on now.
Hold
This is a
on,
game
hold on.
changer.
What's happening?
I think I was just still fixated on Oro eating Smeggy. It was just cave snacks. I don't know.
Well, the cave does have snacks if you bring your own snacks. Well, how's that for a host, huh?
Look under your chair. Eat it.
Did you bring a chair? If you brought a chair that has snacks underneath it, you win.
That would be Smeggy's place too. Is you didn't bring your own chair? I hope you don't mind sitting on the floor.
Smeggy has a couch.
Yeah, I've only got this armchair for myself and this TV stand with a computer on it. So I guess you can just sit on the floor over there. I thought I told everyone bring lawn chairs.
Well, it looks like we got it right to the top of the hour.
There we go. Let's do the quote and finish this thing up.
Let's do the quote.
Are you sure you're only going to do half of it, Bob? Because you like to try and cut.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a quote by Davy Crockett today.
Winston Churchill.
No, Davy Crockett.
Voltaire.
John Western.
My microphone wasn't turned off. Like I'm Davy Crockett, for God's sakes.
Who?
Davy? Davy Crockett?
Davy Crockett, king.
Was he the king of the wild frontier?
All right, Franklin Roosevelt, go.
Eleanor Roosevelt.
If you haven't already heard many, many times, please like, share, subscribe. Share is the most important part. If you can, support us on Patreon, because that'd be really cool. So anyway, Davy Crockett. Let your tongue speak what your heart thinks. Thank God we got President Trump. Thanks everybody for watching and listening.
Whoa.
Y'all
He was like psychic. Davy Crockett said, thank God for President Trump? That's blowing my mind. Is he a time traveler?
Maybe.
The guys and gals of gunwebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching gunwebsites.com.
Born on the mountaintop in Tennessee, green estate in the land of the free, raised